Welcome to Antisocial Butterfly Podcast. This is a very, very special episode. I recorded a podcast with my very first face-to-face guest. I invited Ana from Stitch Kindness, who has her own online business creating and selling beautiful scrunchies, headbands, and trendy doggie bandanas. Make sure you go follow her business pages on TikTok and Instagram at Stitched Kindness. I am truly inspired by Ana's work ethic and content creation. Ana shares on this episode how her and her sister created the business together and why they decided to restart and rebrand themselves. Get ready for future episodes with face-to-face guests. This is the start of a new season for Antisocial Butterfly, so get ready. Let's jump into this week's episode.
Antisocial Butterfly Podcast. We are here to inspire dreams and help you spread your wings to fly. Baby girl, it's okay to be shy. But now it's time to kiss fear goodbye.
First and foremost, let me just say thank you to you for coming here. I am so excited. Initially, when you said yes, already there I was dancing. The dancing emoji? Me. Because I've had guests, but it's only been my husband, Freddie. I love him. He's my favorite guest. I always say that he's my favorite returning guest on the podcast. But guess what? Girl, you've officially made like a milestone in like Antisocial Butterfly Podcast series. My first live face-to-face guest. Ana from Stitch Kindness, businesswoman and entrepreneur. And I have her here, guys. I'm super lucky. So thank you so much, Ana, for being here.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here.
Woo, woo, woo.
I'm a little nervous, but
No, you're fine.
we're good.
You're good. We were talking about that a little bit earlier when you got here, that, you were feeling a little nervous. And I think initially, I don't know if you're like me. I don't know if we've never had the opportunity to talk about it, how initially you are socially or just on one-on-one.
Mm-hmm.
But myself, we could be in a relationship for years and I'm still like getting nervous, heart's racing, and I have, all these expectations that I set for myself. I just told myself, get over that. Just be you.
Yeah.
And so I'm finally getting there. And when I met you, it was very easy to have a conversation. Can you tell a little bit, the listeners who don't know, how we initially met? Because I love to always, when people talk podcasts, how they met, like the initial story, even though it hasn't been that long.
No,
but yeah,
it's been a few months. We met at the wedding about, our husband's mutual friend, and we sat at the same table. So we started talking about, social media, what we do.
I think I asked you what you did for a living.
Mm-hmm.
And your answer was?
I run a small business,
Woo, woo!
Stitch Kindness.
Yes, girl.
And you talked a little bit about my products, how I make headbands, scrunchies, doggy bandanas, some apparel.
Yes.
So we're definitely growing. With growing, you need to promote yourself, to people. That way they can see your products and get to know you. So definitely Instagram has been a big part of our whole, what do you call it?
Success
and, in our shop.
And growth and everything.
Everything.
That was one of the questions I was going to ask you, was because you are so great at your content. I love your content, by the way. So make sure you guys follow her on Instagram. You are consistent. You're fun with what you post. And I was going to ask, how is that beneficial for your business? For someone who's just maybe considering it, or maybe they're like, man, I don't want to put myself out there. What would you say to them how impactful it's been for your business?
I would say, don't worry about what they have to say. Because regardless, they might not be bringing you the business. You're bringing the business, to yourself. So let them say what they want to say. It might be a little hard at the beginning, to put yourself out there or be goofy or, kind of figure it out what works for you, what method to show your products and stuff, so definitely I'd say don't worry about those people. You do you. If maybe you're not like the funny type of person, you don't have to do funny things. You can either do like a process video or record yourself packaging orders, maybe even chatting a bit about your life, because that's also important, having your audience get to know you like in a personal level, because mostly they see you in the business side. But when do they see you like as a human, as a person?
Preach, girlfriend. Just having yourself be humanized and just finding what works for you. Mm-hmm. And that's hard because you see a lot of people doing different things and you are trying different things. And it's like, I say at the end of the day, what works, what is like, what do you have fun with? Also read your analytics. Mm-hmm. I always say read what responds and kind of make like a similarity to that, not copy it, but if you're getting the most engagement from that, maybe you should try to do that again. Exactly. And so, but I go to your page, I did a little digging, should I say. I was like, I put my little investigative, my investigative glasses, my hat on, and I went to Instagram first. Your first post was this year, I think. That was the first that I saw. I went back all the way. I scrolled. Was that your first post in January of this year on Instagram?
No, so we actually had a different account for our business. But this account, we had followers, that weren't engaging, that were just a number, and we didn't want that for our business. We want people, to be there because they want to be there, because they're engaging and, they want to grow with us, so we decided to start from the beginning, start fresh. We did do a whole business makeover. We changed our logo. We kept the same name, but then we also wanted to be more consistent in our posts. Okay. Before our posts were all over the place. They all look different. It didn't look like one, like cohesive account.
Yes.
So that's why we started all over again on Instagram, from 0 followers. The people
so you had a page that you didn't keep, but you just said bye-bye to that page and you restarted. So that was this year?
Yep.
Girl. Yeah. Wow. Yes, because your first post was a question that I had, and that was because I looked at the date. And yes, it was talking about a fresh new start.
Yes.
And I'm like, what do you mean fresh new start? That makes sense. Okay, yes. Wow. So rebranding yourself. That is something that is intimidating for some people.
Yes, because, some people are like, okay, we want to keep that high number of followers, but are they really engaging? Are they really, helping you grow? So honestly, they were not in that account. So that's why we decided, okay, let's start fresh, from the beginning, have it more cohesive, and then those people that we're following, some did follow us on this new account, so you can tell who's there,
real. Yeah.
Because they want to be there. They want to support you.
How long did you have the previous page before closing it?
About a year as well. I've been running the business for almost 2 years now.
Walk me through 2 years ago. Fast forward now, but how do you think it's been going so far for you?
So this is our story.
Break it down. All right, let me just sit down here.
My older sister, Angie, she started the business. So she was doing everything on her own, making the headbands, shipping, social media, everything. She was doing it by herself. So she did it for about half a year. And it started getting too overwhelming for her, because she is a mom, she's a nurse, so she already has her plate full. And then adding a business, she was getting a little overwhelmed. So she asked me to join her. She bought my sewing machine, everything. She sent me fabric, so I started practicing how to sew.
You practiced, then she also taught you a little bit too? Or?
Yeah, so we would be on FaceTime. She would send me videos, how to make the headbands, her technique.
Family business.
And I already had a little bit of sewing experience, because I did take a course in
I
college.
commend you for that, or anybody who knows how to sew, because your girl no sabe nada in that department. You speak Spanish, right?
I do.
Okay.
Yes. Uh-huh.
And another reason why I love supporting your business, just any business in general, but of course, because I met you and you're awesome and you're Latina too. So, okay, just want to make sure if I make some comments that are Spanish, you're like,
no,
what are you
you
saying?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, so your sister, with what was going on, you came into the picture, kind of took it over, but you guys kind of still work together a little bit?
We still work together, but she does more of the behind the scenes. Because again,
Too
two
much.
babies,
Yeah.
one in the way.
Oh, yes.
Still a nurse.
Oh my,
So-
already there.
So she
The
has-
baby already, and the mom, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my, yeah.
So
Plateful.
she does a lot of the behind the scenes, all the computer stuff, the website stuff. She does all that, because I'm not very tech savvy.
And you need that.
You do.
You do need that for sure, and that's awesome. You have that with your sister, so you
Yes.
have that support. Oh, very inspiring. The fact that you kind of just said, let's just start from the beginning or from ground zero and see where we go from there. Build a followership that is genuine and that really supports our business. And here you are, just shortly. Now we're in December. It's almost going to be a year. Can you believe that from that first post? Wow. No regrets, I'm sure, from...
Oh, no, definitely not. And another thing that's also helped us, I started doing markets this year.
What is that market specifically?
They're like craft markets. You get like a
going to
booth.
shows kind of?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Yes.
So you get your own booth. You go there, take all your inventory, everything, and you just sell.
I think I went to your Instagram. You have one this coming up, right?
I do.
Okay, I know. By the time this comes out, which will be, the 9th, the next Friday. Tell me about that recent one that you got coming up, because that's still cool, because you're going to still do more, right?
Well, this is going to be my last one.
Oh, of the year.
For this year.
Okay,
yes.
okay.
Yeah, so I'm already starting to look to see if there's anything into the upcoming year. Saturday and Sunday, I'm having a market at Vegas Valley Winery. So I'll be there all day. There's, I think, about like 40 vendors.
Wow.
So it's going to be a
big
big
lot.
event.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now, you talked about like putting yourself out there. Are you naturally an extrovert? Like is it easy for you to just talk to people naturally and approach people? Or are you naturally reserved and it takes a little minute?
I think it takes me a minute.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't think so.
People tell me like, oh, you're so good with people.
You are.
You're very friendly. You have good energy.
Yep.
So I'm like, yeah, but I still feel like I do get a little shy, or I'm like, hi.
Okay.
Come look at my products.
Yeah. But overall, like going to maybe those events.
It's helped.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely helped.
They're coming up to you, or either you have to go up to them, but either way, you are being approached more
Yes.
than usual and having conversations with people.
Yeah, it's true. So definitely markets do help, with being more outgoing, being more relaxed. The more you do it, the better it gets. And I found that out as well as going on live. Like on TikTok. I've been on live on Instagram.
You've done that. You're so good at that. You're like you're like a natural on there. Just the fact that you say it takes you a little bit, or you're a little bit shy, but on live you're not. Like, how do you get over that? Or is it just the beginning part? Or is it just because you're by yourself? How is that? People may see that you're not, but you still show up.
Yes. So the first, I would say 4 or 5 lives. It's so nerve-wracking, because people show up and then slowly they kind of go, or they come back in your life and then they go, so it's kind of like back and forth. But you start growing that group of people that really wants to see what you're doing, what you have to say, how your day was, what's going on in your life. So on my lives, I do, talk about, personal things, what's going on in my personal life, and then as well as show them what I'm working on.
You're almost doing like a mini podcast.
Yes.
Talking to my doggie over here. If you guys, I'm pausing because she's barking. She greeted you with a heavy little bark, that little one. But anyways, guys, if you hear that, that's my little girl. I might have to bring her in. The construction people are out there.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, distraction. Okay, so you walk in the door with this beautiful, outfit that you have on, the headband that's matching your, what would you call that, a blazer?
My blazer?
I love blazers, girl. I need some. I'm obsessed. They're like the perfect outfit. You made that?
Yes.
And that you just bought?
I just bought.
Okay, I thought, did she make that too?
No, I wish.
I mean, I know you possibly can,
It
but
matches so
it
nicely.
matches perfectly. That's what I thought. Like, did you make that? I mean, or it was like the perfect set. Your headband that you're wearing is something that you make.
Yes.
Okay, so if you guys are wondering what kind of headband, I mean, of course, you guys can check the website out and we'll link everything on the description with this video. But not only that, you also do pet products.
Yes.
You do pet bandanas, which is super cute because for pet lovers out there who want to buy something for their pet, because I always like to buy something for cutie. Please go on there because you have amazing products there. I wanted to ask you, on your description, it says you are an Etsy star seller. Tell me more on that. What does that mean? That's exciting to me. But I'm like, I don't know what that means.
Yeah, so when we were on Etsy, you become an Etsy star seller when you ship everything on time. You respond to emails in a timely manner. So everything has to be, on time.
Precise and on the dot.
Yes.
You have to own that right.
Yes.
Okay.
You have to work for it.
Oh, you have to work for it. 1.3 on TikTok. So you are also active on TikTok, which is great. So not just concentrating on one platform, you promote on TikTok as well. That's amazing. Yeah, because some people, and that's okay, sometimes they want to concentrate on one platform, but I feel sometimes you're missing out.
Yes.
When you don't promote, on other platforms.
You can find us on TikTok. I feel like recently I become more active on TikTok, because I do feel there's a difference between Instagram and TikTok. Some people might say like, oh, I like Instagram better. There's definitely more community in TikTok, especially, with small businesses.
Oh.
They're all so supportive. They join my lives. They buy products as well. So that helps you with your engagement. It helps, to put your business out there to other people that don't know you. So small businesses on TikTok have really shown like really good support.
Well, that is amazing to know because I just launched my LLC and starting to build what that will be little by little. I'm going to have a space here where we can do hair, makeup. That's amazing to hear from your level how it's supportive for a small business. Thank you for sharing that because a lot of people may not know that is a very supportive, open hand community. Okay, girl. This is your full-time thing?
Yes. I'm doing this full time. I've been doing this since end of December of last year.
Wow. Okay, so before you had a full-time gig.
So I was just doing the business kind of like part-time. So I was a Montessori preschool teacher and I had to resign, because I was having so many medical problems. So that's mostly the main reason why I stopped working. And, like being at home, you need to find motivation, something to do. And since I was already doing the business, I took it on myself, to do more, because working full time and having a part-time business, that's hard.
Yes.
You don't have enough time to make as many products as you would like or be on social media as much, so now that I was doing it full time this year, I could really see, oh my gosh, like this is a lot of work. It's not just like, okay, I make stuff and sell. No, you have to do all these other things.
This is your main thing.
Yeah. So this year it's been my main thing. I am hoping I can go, back to work because I do like working, and I feel like I need that human interaction, and I don't get that as often. I get that during markets,
but that's it.
But that's it. Everything else is online, via the phone. And I feel like I do need that human interaction.
It's important. Please tell me, because there's just so many products that you can start with when starting a business of what to sell. What led you to create specifically the products that you sell?
So we started making headbands, not these. I should have brought one with me. The fabric headbands. We started making those during the pandemic. Because my sister, she's a nurse. She saw that need of people needing headbands with the buttons on them, to help put their masks on the button. So they don't put the mask over their ears. They put the headband over their ears and then the mask over the buttons.
Do you guys still sell those?
We still sell those.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So we can either do sew-down buttons or magnetic buttons. So the magnetic buttons, they have a magnet on the inside of the headband, and then you put the button on top. So it just rests on there. If you don't want it, like having the buttons on there forever.
That was something that you would require skill to just make. So your sister naturally was already good at sewing?
No. She never sewed in her life.
What?
Yeah.
So
never.
she just thought, I'm going to make this, and looked up a video or two and said, I can do it.
Yes.
What? See, guys, it's not that hard to start something. It's just picking something and doing it. And I know that's the hardest part. So that's why it's fascinating to me how businesses start. Like, what made you do this specifically?
Yes.
So, wow. Okay. So from that
So from the pandemic, everything went back to normal. So now we're like, okay, so what else can we do? We want to keep the business going, and even to this day, those headbands are still our best sellers.
Wow.
Magnetic buttons have taken more priority than sewed-on buttons, just because it's more convenient to just take it off. If you have it sewed on, you probably have to cut them off.
Yeah, people pay for convenience.
Well, I have dogs. So I thought, okay, well, maybe we can add some doggy bandanas, or we can even do like matching doggy bandanas and a headband, or a matching bandana and a scrunchie, so that part is a little weird. Some people think it's a little strange, to match with your dog, but I'm like, they're your babies.
Yes. People who say that don't have a heart and need therapy and are haters. Just like you said in the beginning, do you?
Yes.
And there's a market and a group for everyone. So it's not for that person.
Yes.
But it's maybe for that person's, cousin.
Yeah, so funny story. I was doing a market and a lady came. She's looking at my products. She started looking specifically at doggy bandanas. So I told her, like, oh, look, we have like a matching headband with a doggy bandana or a matching scrunchie. And she's just like, matching? No. And I was like, okay. So another, she's a young lady.
Get out of here. I didn't want you to buy anyways.
No, another lady, she walked by and she overheard that. She's like, what? Matching bandanas and hair accessories? She bought a matching headband and a matching doggy bandana.
Because she overheard the other lady.
Overheard, yes.
Wow.
So, and that's one reason why you have to, be interactive with the customers, when they're shopping in person. Because they're able to see the products, feel the products, even sometimes they try on the products. So I love that about markets, But then people who are just walking by, they're always listening. People are always listening. They're aware, so they might catch somebody's attention as well.
Starting your own business and your partner is, oh my goodness, this girl is killing me. I'm going to keep all this in, by the way. Let me go get her.
Yeah, go get her.
Because she's just going to, this little girl. Oh my goodness. Mama, look, now you're going to make an appearance on the podcast.
Yeah, she is.
Come here.
Hey! Hi!
I'm going to have to get a bandana for you. Come here. Oh my goodness.
She's like, no, I want a new friend.
All right. Sorry about that. Cutie is somewhere loose, and we had to pull her in because she was barking and crying and distracting me. We are living in Cutie's world.
Oh, yeah.
I'm in this household at least. When you're in here, we're just in her world here.
Us too.
Oh my gosh. You have an amazing supportive partner that supports your business, because that could be hard for people who are wanting to start a business and don't have that. How was that in the beginning? Was he supportive? Has he always been supportive?
Yep. He's been my number one supporter since day one. I actually moved here from California.
Grew up there. And when did you come to Vegas?
It'll be 3 years.
Oh, recently.
In January. Yeah. So when I moved in, he already had like my little craft room set up. He got me a table, little cubbies. for me to have my own space, and before I started doing the business, I was doing crocheting, knitting.
Yeah.
So I have a bunch of yarn, needles, everything, so I needed a place for it. So when I moved in, he already had that space available for me, and my little couch and everything.
Wow.
So he had everything.
And then you guys
prepared.
were already married when you guys moved? No, you got married here. You did that. Might as well put a ring on it.
We were engaged when I moved here. And then September 2020, that's when we eloped. I'm to the courthouse.
Okay.
It was just us two. We didn't even have our own witness because it was, again, during the pandemic. So they provided the witness for us. My family wasn't able to come. His family wasn't able to come either. So it was just us two. We just decided on a date. And we just went to the courthouse.
I think you might have told me this, but oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So you haven't had like a big, you guys don't want one. Obviously, that's why you guys
we want like a party, something just small, just family, not like Mexican parties, where your family invites their friends.
I know, it's like your cousin's is at your wedding. You're like, I don't even know you. Like, why are you here?
Yeah, so we don't want that. We just want something, with our family. Something intimate, friends, yes, but mostly our family and friends only, not people that we've heard about and, we've never seen them in years.
1,000% if I could redo my wedding, because this was 17 years ago, and I am a totally different person, meaning different gustos, like styles even, and even how I would do my wedding with people specifically. Yeah, it would be very much smaller. I had 150 and a lot of some people may think that's even small, but for me now I would totally do it even smaller. I think even 50.
Yes,
50 would be like my max. So you're kind of freshly still in the scene of Las Vegas. Follow her on Stitch Kindness, guys. Make sure maybe comment something. What should we have them comment? Ooh, is there like an emoji for like a bandana? Ooh.
I don't think so.
Maybe is there a needle for stitches?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so maybe comment a heart with the little stitches. Is there? Look it up.
I think there's a needle.
Look it up. Is there a needle? Okay. When I think of needle, I think of the one that's like the blood's coming out. I mean, if that's the only one you can find, go ahead and go.
There's both.
Okay, there's both. Okay, so put whichever you find, knowing that, and give her a follow as well. Please support, and if you are looking for any gifts as well, this is the perfect time to go and buy some bandanas, some scrunchies, headbands, all of the above. The segment has finally come. We're gonna do a rapid fire segment. Favorite karaoke song that you do?
Oh my gosh, karaoke.
You were in the mood and they said, hey girl, Anna, sing. What would you sing right now?
Oh my goodness. I don't even know.
Have you done karaoke?
At home, like with my parents and my siblings.
You're like, not in front of you. We're not gonna make you sing here. Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know which song.
It's okay because it's Christmas and this is December. This is the season. Do you have a favorite Christmas movie?
Christmas movies. Oh my goodness. I'm like blanking out on all these questions.
It's okay. That's why it's called rapid fire.
Christmas. Oh my god.
No,
I don't know.
Okay, how about favorite Christmas tradition? I keep looking to make sure it's recording. Okay, favorite Christmas tradition.
Traditions. Hot cocoa.
Ooh, yeah.
We've been having hot cocoa since like end of November.
Yummy. Okay, is there a specific hot cocoa, or you just that you buy like a mix, or?
We actually just buy the Starbucks one. Yeah, they sell it at Costco. It's just like a tin, and it's like $5.
Yummy.
And we just add a little bit of whipped cream on it, and
yes,
that's it.
Oh my god, you're
so
making
good.
me crave that right now. They probably know this living here, but they have several places throughout Vegas where they have a light show, and either you walk around or you drive around.
Yes.
Is she all up on you?
She is.
Okay, before she was like,
She's like biting my thumb.
Oh my God, cutie. She's like in love with you now. And they also do the Ethel chocolate one place. Have you been to that one?
I haven't. I seen on Instagram.
Okay. Have you been to any of them?
I have not.
Girl, that is like a local thing you have to do. One of them. Oh, and then they just opened the one in the Resort World. That supposedly is like the biggest one.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm excited. Okay, so have you put your Christmas tree up yet?
It's been up.
Oh, it's been up. Make it sound like you put it in August or September.
No, it's been up since like second week of November.
Okay, pretty good.
I love Christmas. I love decorating the house. So my house is like Christmas blew up in my house.
I love it. So outside too, do you have lights?
Not on the outside. It's
Okay.
only in the inside.
Well, I don't have nothing. You would think I don't like Christmas in my house, but I'm like obsessed with Christmas. And do you have a favorite Christmas song?
Oh my gosh. Mariah Carey.
Ooh, I love. Okay, you can't go wrong with Mariah Carey. I think that was the end of my rapid fire. So if you're sweating, you can stop. Lastly, I wanted to talk to you about this inspiring post about Becky G. And let me go to it right now. And I don't have tissue, but damn it, we're not going to cry. Because I'm such a crybaby.
No, I love that post. You know, and I feel like a lot of people could relate to that. You know, because a lot of people, they've been through similar situations. You know, so...
Well, for one, it's a video of her crying. And
Yes.
some people can already think like, oh, how can you record yourself crying? Okay, guys, stop. Stop it. Just take the good for the good. Okay, so it's her Forbes 30 under 30. So she made it. Congratulations, Becky G. So she is a Chicana, a Latina. I think that's why I connected with this post too. She's from Inglewood. She says, who started this journey living in her abuelito's garage over 15 years ago. Didn't even know what Forbes was, to be completely honest. You see, young B didn't start this for fame, labels, lists, or awards. Like many who come from where we come from, she dove this to survive, to help her family, to inspire others, to prove to herself that no matter where she came from or what obstacles were in front of her, she can and she will. That little concrete rose that grew up in the streets of LA would be so proud of how far we've come. What does she mean, that little concrete rose? I don't know what that means.
like a rose growing, you know, from nothing.
Oh,
I think that's what she meant.
Girl, that's deep. That's very poetic. See, I need you in this. Okay, I like that. Mija, we did it. We're doing it. It's been tough, lonely, terrifying, but so beautiful and so worth it. It's been quite the adventure so far. Best believe I'm so excited for all that's to come next. Cheers to all of the young self-made Latinos. This is for you too. Celebrate your success. Celebrate each other. Celebrate those who came before us, who had nothing but made sure the next generations have everything. You deserve it all. Woo! You are worth it.
Yeah.
Why does that get me every time? Whoa!
You can make me cry.
It's just a very inspiring. I know people may say, "Oh, well, it's just Becky G. She's already on a level that we cannot attain." Those words, regardless of who said it, they're very inspiring. The fact that she's just giving for a moment of her highlight and acknowledging others too.
Yes.
And reminding, hey, let's all celebrate each other. Yes, your celebration and your success is important, but let's all celebrate each other. What did you think of her even making it to Forbes 30?
I think it's amazing. Oh my goodness. You know, and I feel like she is very relatable. You see her story and there's so many people who could relate to her. You know, and I feel like that's why people also like her, you know, because she's very genuine and, you know, she's not afraid to cry on camera. You know,
no, she's not. I have just been so emotional lately. But yeah, that is, you're right. The being so relatable and just being herself and not being afraid. From what I always knew, people would always talk crap about her. Like, it was never someone around me, should I say. Speaking of her and like, oh yeah, she's dope. I was like, like Becky G, or she's just trying, or oh, now she's in the Latin music genre. Because she didn't start there. She started with English music, and then she broke into Latin music and then just blew the hell up. And so someone that blows up, people are going to talk.
Oh, yeah.
And even if she was staying where she was, people are going to talk. So how we said in the beginning, that people are just going to talk
Yeah.
regardless if you're doing one thing or the other. Might as well just do what makes you happy.
Exactly.
You have been such an honored. Time has flown literally by of you being here. Thank you so much for sharing your story, your business. It's very inspiring to me seeing you out there and how you also put your content out there. It's very fun and you're very bubbly. And the fact that you do your lives. So hey guys, if you are looking someone else to have fun content for live videos, check out Stitch Kindness. Anyways, thank you so much for being here, Anna. It was such a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you, Lissy. But before we go,
oh my God, I forgot. Yes, how can I forget gifts?
So it's a little
that
bit
was nice of you.
like everything I make.
Ooh,
So-
okay, live on the video so we can see. I love this.
I put 2 doggy bandanas in there just because I wasn't sure.
Oh my God, and she came over here. Oh, this is so pretty. I love the pattern. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. I want to rip the one I have off. I love it.
It's actually the same print as my headband.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Oh my God, and it stretches so good because I have a lot of hair.
Yeah.
Thick, curly hair girls.
Oh, yes.
This is going to work really good. Thank you so much, cutie.
I wasn't sure which size she was. I thought extra small or small. You know, so I brought both.
Super cute. I'm gonna have to take a photo of this, of course, and her matching. Yeah. Oh my God, and look at this one.
Yeah, all the
sparkle and glitter. Oh my God, we're gonna have to take a close-up of this one. And all of them. How pretty. Thank you so much. Make sure you go check out her products, Stitch Kindness. Thank you, girl. It's a pleasure. And you will be back. We will hunt you down to come back.
I would love to come back.
Yeah. Bye, guys. Thank you.